What I really like about this song is those sections of kind of murky stream of consciousness energy that's crowded and layered and coming from many directions. It feels very much like the chatter of the collective. The song's a prayer. Speak to me, don't let it linger. I have lost something. I have lost. Do you remember? I'm remembering. I was not clear that this song was about war when I wrote it. It was about intergenerational memory. It was about my own process of remembering, kind of working with what felt intuitively appropriate. As it came together, I started to understand it in new ways. And it begins with, speak to me, don't let it linger. I have lost something. I have lost, do you remember? I'm remembering. Meet me at the edge of sunrise. Help me find the spring. With open hands that press against mine, let the softness in. This kind of waking up energy where something has been retained or discovered or brought from a different world. What does remembering feel like? What have we forgotten? All of these questions. The edge of sunrise, it's the liminal state, it's before the light. The idea of open hands and holding something precious. Open hands that press against mine. So there's this connection piece. I wrote this song for my family. Both grandmothers are survivors of the Siege of Leningrad. It was the winter that took the most lives, especially the first winter. And so Help Me Find the Spring is the search for the transition into new life. I could swim into the ocean, find the peace she brings, wrapped in blue and green and motion, wrapped in offerings. Something so expansive and beautiful that there's space where it can hold you and you can blend into it. When I wrote it, I was referring to like myself being wrapped in offering to the ocean, but I recognize that also there's the offerings of the sea itself. So it's a mutual reciprocity. Yeah, so there's this echoing, dreamy, ethereal blending of words, and it's coming from two places. One is my favorite childhood fairy tale called The Last Slice of Rainbow. I've just been revisiting lots of things from my childhood. It's part of my own reconciliation process. And the other voice you hear is a songwriter, a Soviet songwriter, bard, poet named Bulat Akujava. I grew up listening to his songs. My mom loved his music, and so I have a songbook. It's in Cyrillic. I don't have that many cultural artifacts from the world that my family comes from. Oftentimes families will do their best to make the challenges they faced through immigration easier on their children, and sometimes that looks like a certain level of cultural loss. In the story I chose, there's a theme of forgetting a song, forgetting a tune, and the wind is like recalling it with the boy. I knew that my grandmothers had survived this siege that took a third of the city, but I didn't know the details. Reading these diaries, I am spending time with the details, and I'm slowly letting them into my body to let it integrate and fill in the gaps. Whatever was unprocessed, whatever was overwhelming. When we're changing old patterns, there is a period of intentionality where we're learning what is counterintuitive to us, where we're learning things outside of our frame of reference, things that are new. There has to be some sort of willingness to venture into that unknown world. And the best songs are teachers for me. I know that a song is finished when the message lands and I receive something that I didn't have when I began the writing process. I never thought about the way the melody should sound. So when I really spend time with it, the song has a life of its own. It knows where it wants to go, and if I'm listening, it will show me. Thanks for listening.